I owe everything I have in life and business down to one thing: a clear vision. I'm going to teach you how to build a vision for your life and business. This is going to strengthen your focus, give you energy, and help you through the darkest times and biggest challenges in your life and business. I'm also going to share a personal video that I recorded way back on my mobile phone. I've never shared it on the internet before, but I wanted to inspire you to set a vision and go after what you want in life. Let's define vision. Vision is a future of infinite possibilities that you expand into, whether it's you as an individual or whether it's your business. Ultimately, the key word that you need to keep in mind when it comes to vision is identity. How you see yourself and how you feel the world sees you. You can't have a great month without having a poor month. You can't have a great business without having no business. You can't be popular without being unpopular. And one of the biggest, most important aspects of building a vision is getting clear on how you want to feel. The second piece is realizing that vision gives you energy. Without a vision, you won't have energy. So when we look at boredom and we look at burnout, these are two very important words. If you're bored, there's a very good chance that you've run out of vision and you don't know what to focus on. If you're burnt out, there's a very good chance that your vision isn't bigger than the challenges that you have. Whenever your vision for the future is bigger than your current challenges and reality, your life gets better. That is why vision can carry you through the darkest seasons. Vision gives you clarity. Clarity gives you focus. Focus gives you energy. Energy gives you momentum. Momentum gives you results. Results give you feedback. And from that feedback, you then evolve and expand once you reach certain parts. The third thing is values. These are the things that we think about, talk about, make the most amount of relationships around, spend the most amount of money on. They ultimately are an expression of our life. And each and every one of us have a unique expression of values. So it's very important to get clear on what do you value the most right now in your life and how can you build a vision, a relationship, business goals around those values. So once you've determined what those values are, you then want to start focusing on building a life mission statement. Now, I'm going to read out my life mission statement that I wrote many, many years ago. And listen to this very carefully. And I'm going to read it out. Feel free to model it. And also, I'm going to share with you some of the subsections in it that you can use to build out your vision for your life. And ultimately, this is a document that you continually update throughout the years in your life. And as you reach different characters and different levels, you will change it and you will evolve it. Phil Graham does not leave his life to chance. He is a powerful leader, role model, and trusted advisor. He is on a mission to make the world a better place and become a wiser, more powerful version of himself every single day. He exudes confidence and certainty from the minute he wakes up right until he goes to bed. His wife and family love him. His clients can't wait to receive his service. His followers look forward to hearing from him. Phil is a wise, happy, and powerful human being to be around. He inspires everyone to love themselves and maximize their true potential. Phil specializes in helping fitness business owners lead an inspiring life and build a powerful business. He is the best in the world and is highly sought after by the best in the industry and other high performers, celebrities, and influencers. Phil does not waste time. He is highly prepared, effective, and resourceful. He takes action quickly and is renowned for getting things done. He is a straight talker who articulates clearly and beautifully. His work screams excellence in class. He is a student of life, detail planner, and works on himself every single day. Phil believes challenges are crucial for building a good life and business. He never shies away from challenge, plays the victims, or utters the words, "I hate my life." He wakes up every day excited, ready to grow, to make the most of his life. Phil is financially free and never worries about money. Phil is an expert in business, marketing, and sales. He has an incredible personality and skill set that is guaranteed to attract wealth at any time or in any climate. He is an absolute money magnet, avid saver, smart investor. He will never go broke in his lifetime. He grows his wisdom by studying inspiring work, surrounding himself with high achievers, investing in himself, and asking for help when feeling stuck. Phil's life will always be rich, abundant, and full of opportunities. He is exceptionally healthy, lean, fit, and strong. He's incredibly smart, focused, and emotionally balanced. When Phil opens his mouth, people listen. No one does a better job than Phil Graham. It is impossible for Phil not to fulfill his purpose, major outcomes, and goals, for they are his destiny. When Phil values something, he is relentless and continues working towards it until he manifests it. Phil believes his life is unique and he doesn't want anyone else to have it. Phil loves himself, trusts himself, and knows no matter what he does or doesn't do in life, he is worthy of love. That has been my operating system for many, many, many years. I live that exact life. And I have got images and text and everything all written out on this of my life and the stuff that I love doing. So that describes how I show up. And notice the tense that it's written in. It's written in the current tense. It's not written in the future tense like I don't have it. It's written in the now. And I know there's a lot of fluff around manifestation and future self-creation, but I got very clear on the man that I wanted to be. And I read that every single day. And every single time I made a decision in life and business, I operated from this. I'm going to break down some other aspects of this life mission statement. So I've got an overall life mission statement of who I am, how I show up. And then there are some interesting things in it, which I'm going to read out for you. This next one talks about how I show up in my business. I am a role model to my clients. They love and respect me. I do everything possible to help them win and make their lives better. They tell me how much I've changed their lives and that working with me was the best decision they've ever made. I have a loyal tribe of clients who thank me, send me referrals, and pay me handsomely. My tribe is always growing. I attract new followers, leads, and clients from all over the world. People make it a personal goal of theirs to be in my tribe. That's why I'll never worry about going out of business. I then have a section here on material toys. And at the time I wanted an F8 Spider. I've got an SF90 now. I drive a bright red Ferrari F8 Spider. I love everything about this car. Every time I step into the car, I feel special. I slide myself into the gorgeous leather bucket seats, close the door, put on the belt, and press start. The sound excites me and gives me a great sense of power. I grip the steering wheel, press my foot on the accelerator, and off I go. I drive down the motorway into the city. It's an absolute thrill to drive. It's exhilarating. The speed and acceleration excites me. The noise of the engine is powerful and incredible. I can't get enough of it. Everyone looks at the car and people can't stop to take photos. It makes other people happy. I feel a great sense of pride knowing this car is mine and I've 100% earned it. I then have a section on life rules. So these are rules around my life, how I approach things. I count my blessings in gratitude every day. I reflect on my day, study the lessons, and look at where I could have performed better. I exercise for at least 30 minutes every single day of the week. I get a solid 7 to 8 hours of sleep, so my mind is always functioning clear and sharp. There are literally like 35 lessons on this. I talk to myself like a best friend. I'm open-minded, honest, and constructive with myself. I'm not afraid to ask for help in life and business. I am open to relearning things. I'm open to changing my mind. I must consistently seek out challenges in order to live an inspiring and rewarding life. The ideal ingredients of my day are some form of exercising, reading inspiring works, tackling challenges, helping clients win, checking in with the people that matter to me the most, reading and studying and expanding my mind, getting good rest, good food, good wine, good social company. These are the rules for living. I then have some other things around personal standards, some principles, some affirmations. The personal standards are essentially how I plan to show up. I don't get into unnecessary debt and pay my bills on time. I create amazing experiences, products, and trainings for my clients. I eat in fine quality restaurants. I stay in premium quality accommodation. I exercise every day of the week. I'm punctual and always on time. I associate with high achievers, professionals, and celebrities. Principles. These are more like quotes that really stand out for me. Your thoughts are not reality and reality is not your thoughts. Be mindful that your mind can play tricks on you. No matter what you do or you don't do in life, you're worthy of love. Take action on the stuff that gives you the greatest number of options in the future. Be a very good decision maker. A thought has no bearing on my life unless I let it. The only way to add value to myself is to invest in myself. Anyway, I could go on forever. I am exactly that person. I read that day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out when I was scaling my coaching business. And I had that exact life. And it is incredibly important that you have some kind of document where you detail it. The more detail, the better. The more deeper, the clearer it is in your mind. The clearer it is in your mind, and the more frequently you visit that, the sharper you're going to be. But notice how it's written. It's written with absolute certainty. And it takes repetition, it takes faith, it takes courage, it takes daily implementation, to the point even when you don't want to read it, you read it, to the point where you need to be able to read it word off. And all of that insight, before I make a decision in life, before I go through a challenge, or if I'm in the midst of a challenge, is all there. So that's like my operating system. If you can imagine, that's like my software. That is so important. The next lesson I want to share with you is visceral exposure. This is when you are in an enriched environment, surrounded by the very things that you want in life, the standards, and it inspires you to think bigger. It inspires you to think what's possible. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you have seen somebody do something, seen somebody show up, or you've been in a car or you've been in a house and you just say, I am going to have it. You claim it. So this has happened a number of times in my life. One prime example was whenever Claire and I, my wife, went to go and view a house. And we went into it and it was clearly the home of a millionaire. The fabrics, the smells, just everything about it. I walked into it and I had never seen anything like it before. And it was the first time that I'd actually ventured into a house to buy of that nature. And it was beyond our price budget. But we went in and wow, I got my eyes open to what I really wanted. Yes, it was a materialistic item, but it made me think bigger. And in the quest to wanting that materialistic item, it encouraged me to work harder in business. So I used it as a catalyst, as a tool to help me accelerate my vision and my goals. The same could be said about a car. I remember being picked up in my friend's Ferrari. I remember the looks, I remember the smells, I remember the feel. And I said to myself, I'm going to have it. Immersing yourself in the scenarios around the people and the materialistic items that you want to have is a very important part of crafting your vision. It can come before you write your life mission statement, which is typically the best, or it can come after. When it comes after, you can tend to enhance what you've currently written. Because if you haven't been in an enriched environment or around the things that you want, then you don't really know what they feel like. So getting yourself into those environments where you feel it, you see it, you taste it is amazing for just amplifying your vision of what's possible. The next piece is to realize that if you see somebody doing something inspiring, instead of saying to yourself, how can they have that? Say to yourself, look what's available to me. So if you see somebody doing something that you want to do, somebody that's in the same niche or same industry or same business or lives in the same town as you or whatever, and they're doing the very thing that you want to do, or they have certain things that you really, really want, instead of being self-defeating, say to yourself, look what's available to me. And that is a great framework to lean into. If they can do it, I can do it. The next lesson is balancing your dark and light energy. Dark energy is when you are frustrated, whenever you are angry. Light energy is when you're grateful, whenever you are present. But if you're too far on either side of dark energy, you are destructive and dangerous. When you're too far along with light energy and abundance and just being super happy all the time, you get bored. So you actually need to have a little bit of light energy and a little bit of dark energy inside your vision. So think, what is your light energy right now? What are you super grateful for in your life? What do you love doing? What are you really just present around? And what have you got dark energy around? Like, who do you want to prove wrong? What do you want to overcome? What point do you want to make? What are you frustrated with? Combine those things together. And when you've got an equal amount of dark energy and equal amount of light energy, you can become incredibly powerful. If you've got an overabundance of dark energy, you're going to stall. If you've got an overabundance of light energy, you're also going to stall. So you've got to integrate those two things together. You have to balance your light and your dark energy. I see so many people that build the business, get the money, get the life that they want, and they lose all their dark energy, and then they start going into meditation, self-help books, and essentially they lose the purposeful tension and dark energy in their life, and they begin to go backwards. I also see people that are angry and frustrated all the time that just are chronically anxious, upset, tired, and frustrated, and it's not a great way to live. You need to bring the two together. So what is your light energy? What is your dark energy? And how can you bring those things together? The next lesson is making sure that your current environment supports your goals and your vision. I call this an enriched environment. So make sure it's surrounded with the right fabrics, the right tools, and the right setup in the right location in order for you to achieve your goals. That will really help. So you want to make sure that your environment supports your performance. The next thing is to find friends that support that vision. People that are aligned with the same interests and goals as you. Now, the big challenge when you're on the climb up is that if you're not successful, it's very hard to attract other successful people around you. When you become successful, you attract other successful people like a moth to a flame. And a big mistake that I see a lot of people making is thinking that they can go and take a millionaire or a billionaire out for dinner and pick their brain. I get asked every single week, hey, can I take you for a coffee? Hey, can we meet up? Hey, can I take you out for dinner? And I genuinely have big responsibilities, things that I need to be focusing on, deadlines that I need to hit that ultimately hold me back from going out to those dinner dates, going out for those coffee dates. And the majority of people that are successful and building big businesses and that have responsibilities are the same. So please understand that you have to become successful first, and that is requiring you to go deep into your vision and your mission, follow through with it, and on the other side of that, on your success, is going to come all the best relationships of your life. So keep that in mind. You need to have the right community of people around you at all times. And I break it down into 3 groups: heroes, mentors, and peers. Peers are the people that are currently going to battle with you, the people that know what you're going through, that understand you, that relate to you. Your mentors are the people that have done it and that can advise you. They're very important because they'll give you speed. And heroes are the people that are the mega successful people in your field or in the area of life that you love. or just in life in general, that you might not ever get to meet. But in order to access real success, you do have to pay the price of admission. And that means hiring mentors, doing courses, doing masterminds, and going immersing yourself amongst people that are your peers, right? Because a mentor is going to get you there a lot faster. And if you don't have one, trying to guess your way to your goals when you haven't been there before is very slow, very ineffective, and it will cost you your life. If you have the right peers, the right mentors, and the right heroes around you, if you can get access to them, they're going to hold you accountable to a higher standard that you can hold yourself when it comes to your life mission statement. So when you work with a mentor, when you get involved with peers and communities to grow yourself, let it be known what your mission is. Regularly make a point of communicating and talking this out. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to criticize you. People are going to make fun of you. Whenever I had this, if I sent this to anybody that I went to university with or school with, if I even shared this with my family, they would be like, Phil, what are you doing? Nobody understood it. I did. I embraced it and I lived it out. But you know what the funny thing was? Many of my mentors looked at this and said, is that it? What's next? And it's that continual expansion and evolution of me as an individual that keeps me excited, that keeps me growing. If you aren't growing, you're dying. A lot of people disagree with that, but I agree with it. If you aren't expanding, if you aren't taking on new challenges, you are going to get bored. Understand this, and I'm going to close with this. You were never designed for full-time recreation, nor were you ever designed for full-time challenge. You have to embrace both if you want to live an amazing life. And your identity is grounded on the challenges that you have overcome. And guess what? You've overcome your worst days yet. And that tells you a lot about who you are. So commit to building a vision statement. Commit to realizing that vision is the most important thing when it comes to giving you energy and focus. Embrace both your light energy and your dark energy and bring the two together. Surround yourself with the right people, the right circumstances, the right material items that inspire you and make you realize what you really, really want. Use material items to give you an element of forced evolution. They're symbols of success, their achievements, their milestones. They don't define you, but they're important along the way because they mean something to you. But never let yourself be defined by what you have. And the reality is, nobody cares what you have. They only look at the car that you have, the house that you have, the watch that you have, the partner that you have, and they never think about you. They think about, what would it be like for me to drive that car? So keep that in mind. Nobody cares about your success as much as you. That is why it is so important to become best friends with your vision, read it every day, set principles and standards of what you want to become, and continue to expand. Because when your vision for the future is bigger than your current reality and your current circumstances, life gets better. And always remember, on the other side of any frustration, any confusion, any pain that you're experiencing is a totally different world that you haven't even lived yet. And that is available to you, and you can access it right now in your mind. Sit, get grounded in your breath, imagine what it's like, paint the picture, get it down on paper, rinse and repeat, read every day, put yourself around the right environments, and watch what happens. I'm going to share a personal video with you in the next clip that I recorded a long time ago. And I want you to watch it. I want you to listen to the faith. I want you to listen to the conviction. I want you to listen to the clarity, and most importantly, the certainty of my voice. After you watch this video, I want you to pick up your phone and I want you to record a video to your future self. What are you committing to right now? What will you have? And I want you to set a reminder in the future at a particular date and point in time whenever you're going to watch it, when you will have exactly what you want. It's scary. Might feel a little bit weird. I totally get it. But you know why? It's because when you make a clear declaration to what you want to have, you're also making a clear declaration to what failure looks like. And that's scary because none of us like to fail. What's best for you is always outside your comfort zone, and you will always fight like crazy to stay inside that comfort zone. But the only way to keep growing and keep expanding is to keep setting goals outside that comfort zone, because you are a powerful, well-developed human being that is capable of so much more. And you know the beautiful thing is that it's your game and you control how big you want to grow, nobody else. The final piece of wisdom that I want to share with you is this: with every breath, you can start again. Get after it. Hi, Phil. I want to make a declaration. It's the 20th of May. It's just gone after 2:30, and I am sitting in a beautiful 458 Ferrari, and I'm driving it round Hillsborough Lake. And the sheer ecstasy that I feel right now with driving this car, the quality, the craftsmanship is just remarkable. And I am declaring on the 20th of May 2018 that I will have a Ferrari. I will own one, 100%. In fact, I already have one. It's just sitting there. It's sitting there in potential, waiting for me. Now, I noticed, trying to figure out how to turn it off, the sheer amount of negativity that I experienced driving this thing. Yeah, last night in Belfast, people making accusations, claiming all sorts of stuff. It wasn't really that nice. And it made me realize that in order to grow, in order to excel in life, you have to be willing to put up with challenge. Environment plays a big role, and people are going to put you off. But I'm going to make a promise to myself right now in this video that no matter what challenges come in front of me, I'm worthy of love. I'm capable of anything. And that I am the author of my life. Nobody else. I love my life. And I will have what I want. I have everything, and nothing is ever missing. The car is a materialistic thing that I want to have. And I've made a commitment to have it. Like I said, I already own it. And I want you to look back in this video, Phil, and realize that you've been through some pretty tough challenges. But you've got through all of them. And they've all taught you something. So wherever you are in your life right now watching this, I hope you have tears of inspiration to know that you're good enough, you're worthy of love, and you're an amazing man, and you've helped a lot of people. And I hope I know you'll be doing that on a different level now. No matter what happens, you're worthy of love. Thank you.